Okay, a viewer sent the K-9 coach an email saying her pug runs around like a tornado, will not come when called, and chews on everything, and just plain will not listen. It turns out this pug owner is not alone. The K-9 coach is here to help out. Good morning, Floyd. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, and good morning. It's Susan, right?
Good morning,
and this
yes.
is your dog, Sophie?
This is Sophie.
So we hear these dogs are just so hyper, and it was funny because you're saying most dog owners think, oh, it's just a little fat dog, it can't be hyper.
Right.
But they're surprised that they think they're surprised. Okay, what happens?
She has a bundle of energy, and if I don't take her for a walk every day, she brings my shoes to me.
So she's a chewer.
Yes. No, she brings my shoes to me.
Yeah, she wants to go outside really bad.
Yeah, she says, let's go for a walk. So she'll remind her when it's time to go for her walks.
Okay, so Floyd, tell me, what's going on with pugs? Are all pugs like that?
All dogs are somewhat excitable. You know, you can't just single out the pugs, but people do, like you said, they think, how can this little dog have that much energy? Well, they do, and they're going to run around like a tornado, and it doesn't hurt anything. That's the good news. They're just going to burn off some energy as long as they come back to you when you call them. If they don't come when you call them, then it kind of gets into some scary territory like that.
Right, so the main thing is that it's okay if they're excitable. You just want to make sure they have some obedience training.
Yes, that's true, because they're a curious dog. Susan listed some of the attributes when she first brought her to me, and curiosity was one of them. That can get them in trouble. They'll get curious. They'll run off, and they'll get behind something. You wonder, where's my dog? So you teach them some basic obedience, and one of the things that basic is to come back when being called.
Now, some of the issues with pugs, I know a lot of people are breeding pugs with other dogs to get rid of some of the issues. Maybe like we've heard of the puggle.
The little beagle with the pug mix. That's a cute little dog, yes.
Does that help anything in terms of the breathing problems or anything like that?
It elongates the nose a little bit from what I've seen of them. So, you know, a little bit longer nose, they do breathe a little bit better. And, of course, a beagle's an exciting dog, too. So now you got two exciting dogs put together. Excited dogs put together. Sure.
Okay, so you wanted to give some tips on actually how to just make sure your dog comes when called.
Right. Well, the viewer had wrote that the dog runs around like a tornado, that doesn't come when called, and nips and chews on them. So for the coming when called, practice the flexi work. Just call them back 100 times a day for a couple days and give them treats.
Okay, so you keep them on a leash and let it run far away, and then you say, come here, and you do that a bunch of times.
And you teach them a simple equation. Name and come equals treat. And guess what? They'll come.
Name and come equals treat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what else?
Well, the biting or nipping, they're saying that they were biting or nipping. I think Susan said that also. For that, scold them. Say, no, ma'am, do not bite me. And you can tap them under the chin. Just tell them that's not going to happen like that. And then for the excitableness, you know, how they're excited, just teach them some basic obedience. If they have trouble focusing on you, get a treat in your hand, stick it under their nose. Now you have their attention, and then you can start with some easy work, like teach them to sit and come and stay, things like that.
Okay, well, how is Sophie doing nowadays?
She's doing great. She's a great walker. She heals well, thanks to Floyd. And she's a great dog. She's a great buddy.
Well, I can tell. She's got good energy. I can feel it. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Floyd. And if you have a pooch problem, I know I do. I have a couple to tell you about. The K-9 coach is here to help you out. So send him your questions by emailing us at news@k-9tv.com. And in the subject line, type K-9